Let's make history. A small, narrow island, and on one side of Co-op City, you have Pelham Bay Park. Then after Pelham Bay Park, going east, you have City Island. There's also some other small islands out there actually many people don't know about, many New Yorkers don't even know about. Hart Island, David's Island, got Glen Island, some other few small ones out there too. Much of that area consists of wetlands, which helps the environment, and that developed from the Wisconsin Glacier, which passed through New York. When that glacier melted roughly 17,000 years ago, all that water flooded into the ocean, creating streams, rivers, cutting through rock. Fascinating stuff. City Island was really first claimed by Thomas Pell. Check out my video on Pelham Bay, the history of Pelham Bay. And that's the same Pell who owns City Island. That's in the mid-1600s. 100 years after that, Benjamin Palmer bought the island in 1761. And him and a crew of investors named it New City Island initially. The name was shortened to just City Island 100 years later in the 1800s. And many sailors didn't want to go into the New York harbor. It was really a strenuous experience. Strenuous as in it was a difficult water path to navigate through. They specifically named it Hell's Gate for that reason. The Dutch named it that. Guy Palmer, along with some investors, came up with the idea to try to develop City Island into a seaport that would rival Manhattan, because everyone was tired of going into Manhattan. So they tried to build City Island up to that level, but it failed once the British raided the island during the American Revolution. In the early 1900s, there was an amusement park built on the southern end of the island, and that's when you had all these restaurants pop up, naturally seafood restaurants, because of the island's location. It also had a reputation for shipbuilding because of its geography along the water in the northeast Bronx and the Long Island Sound. When I was coming up, City Island was known, and still is known, for that long strip on City Island Avenue of seafood restaurants, primarily Sammy's. So if you get up to City Island, check out Sammy's. I noticed that a lot of people that are not from the Bronx or Harlem or like northern parts of Queens are not really familiar with City Island, but it was well known when I was coming up. I heard it all the time. Before I had been there myself, I heard about it all the time. That finally I went, and Sammy's is the main spot to go to. I don't know what City Island is looking like now. I haven't been in years, at least 10 years. Definitely more than that, but around 10 years. So leave your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to hit that like button. Subscribe to Will Flores TV on YouTube. Follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and X.